welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another video for the Mystical Lands in May event that is going on, which is being hosted by Renee from my Coloring Corner with Renee. Sorry, I got tongue-tied there. And all the images are from the Mystical Lands books, which are of course by the wonderful Karen E. Myers. And the image we're going to be doing today is the Time Traveler's Tea Room, which is from the Mystical Lands of Kill Switch, Book 2, Harvest Moon Wanderings. Now, we are going to use the Brute Funer square colored pencils for this, and some Dewdrop Versamagic ink for the background. And we will get zoomed in and we'll get started. Okay, so I've got you zoomed in, and we're going to start on the background, the sky. We're going to be using the Dewdrop Versamagic ink in Aspen Mist. This is a chalk-based ink. So I'm going to take the lid off, and I have some different tools here that I'm going to use. I have one of the wooden dowels with a rounded pad for it, and then I have a couple of these stencil brushes that we can use to get into the smaller areas. So I'm going to apply this ink to my sponge, to my dauber tool. I apologize, my cat is in the background playing and having fun, and she's being very loud. Okay, so we've got this applied to our tool. Just gonna get a little more on there, and then what I normally do once I apply it to my tool is I have my palette next to me, my clear palette. If you can see that, hopefully. And I just take and I dab it on here a couple times to get the excess off. That can help with keeping you from having the harsh lines when you go to apply it to your page. It does tend to keep you from having as many harsh lines as you would if you just went straight to the page. I'm just going to apply this in some areas, and then I'll go back with my other tools and try to get that in the smaller areas. Hope everyone is doing well today. It is Mother's Day, and I'd like to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. Alright, I'm going to take the smallest of these brushes, and I'm just going to dab this on the ink pad, and then dab it on my palette. And we're going to see how we do here. We're just going over this really, really lightly. I'm trying not to get too much of it on the image, but if I do, it's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal because the colored pencils will go on top of it without a problem. And the pencils we're going to use today, if I haven't already said so, are the square Brute Funer colored pencils. That's what we're going to use. I have not used them in a while, and they definitely are needing some love, so we're going to give them some love today. I'm going to take this little bit bigger brush and dab this on the ink pad as well, and dab it off on my palette, and then I'm going to go right in here. And run that around. Anytime you dab your tool onto your ink pad, you do want to blot that off, either on a piece of paper or on a palette, on something, just so that you don't get all the harsh lines on there, on your image. It just helps it to blend more seamlessly onto the page. So that's what we're doing. Just gonna kind of be going back and forth between my tools depending on the space and how much room we have. I also want to wish my friend Jen a very happy birthday. Today is also her birthday. Many of you know Jen. She is always in the chat for Renee's live streams, and she's usually in chat for mine, but I know today's her birthday and she has plans, so she probably won't be watching this when it premieres, but I still would like to wish her a very happy birthday. I hope everyone out there is doing well and having a great weekend and a great Mother's Day. I know I've had a pretty good weekend. My daughter and I have spent, and my son have spent a lot of time together. We watched some movies and had some popcorn and some different things like that. One of the gifts that she got me for Mother's Day was one of the new editions of Coloring Heaven, and I will be doing a flip through video of that on the channel, so keep an eye out for that. However, I have already started to color in it because yeah, I just couldn't help myself. I cannot wait. It's very beautiful and I love it. So I have started coloring in it already, but I will still do a flip through on the channel. You'll still be able to see what is in there, and as well as the page that I've started to color. You just get a little sneak peek of one of my finished images, or well, it's not finished yet, but a whip that will be a finished image. But yeah, so. Okay, I'm just trying to work this ink around. Get us a nice little background here. And then we'll start doing some of the coloring. Now we will be doing another giveaway today about halfway through the video, so stay tuned for that. And make sure that when it's time, you put your number in and all that. We want as many people participating in the giveaway as possible, and in the event, of course. If you color anything for the event, please just make sure you use the hashtag Mysticallandsinmay, so that we can find your image that you did for the event. This is a wonderful event, and Karen Myers, her work is just absolutely gorgeous. I love all of her artwork so much. Funny story, I actually had another image picked out to do for today's video and had started filming, but for some reason I was using water-based mediums, and for some reason my pages, even though they had sat and had been printed out for quite a while, decided the ink wanted to bleed. So even though I had the image halfway filmed, I had to kind of scratch it and start over, and decided this time we'll stay away from the water-based mediums. I'm not sure what caused that to bleed, because even though, I mean, I do have an inkjet printer, but even though I have an inkjet printer, I've successfully used water-based mediums in the past. It just, as long as I've let it sit for more than a day or two, it usually is fine. This time it's set for more than a week. I can't remember exactly how long it had been since I printed the image out, but it still bled. But that's okay. We will continue on. We'll go on with this one, and if I can salvage that one, I will, and I'll maybe do a video on it showing how I salvaged it, but we'll see. I also want to let you all know that I'm hoping that I will be able to do my very first ever live stream solely on my channel, either this Tuesday or maybe Thursday. I'm not 100% sure just yet which day it'll go up, or which day I will be going live. I'll put it that way. But it'll either be Tuesday or Thursday, but closer to it, when I've fully made my decision and got everything planned out and worked out, I will be posting it in my on my community page on my channel. So just keep an eye out for that if you're interested. But yeah, I'm excited about it, and I'm really hoping I can get that out. Hopefully Tuesday I can do that. And if I do, I am in the Eastern time zone, and it'll be somewhere probably around 5 or 6 o'clock my time. So yeah, just to let you know, so you can keep an eye out for it. Please make sure, if you are subscribed to my channel, that you hit that notification bell, and then it will let you know. It'll give you a notification of any time I go live, or anytime I upload a new video to my channel. Now, I haven't decided yet for sure what I'm doing for that video. It may be continuing the first Karen Myers image that we did in the last video, which was from Mysticallandsinmay Switch 1. And I did, when I went off camera, I did finish the pebbles and rocks, and I did a couple other small things, and I worked a little bit on the water on one side, but I still have the other side to do, so I could totally still show you in video how I did that. And if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, just let me know in the description box below. Alright, I think we're probably going to leave this here for now. Otherwise, I'll keep fiddling with it. But we'll just leave that there for now, and if I add any more to it, I'll do that off camera. But there is our background. Just a nice blue sky for the background. Okay, and we'll zoom back in and get started on something else. I think we will start the building down here, maybe. Let me think. Here, let me pause, pick out some colors, and I'll come right back. It'll be just like magic. Give me just a second. Okay, so I'm back. I've gotten the colors picked out for the main part of this building or house. So again, we're using the Brute Funer squares. And the colors that I chose are 24, 117, and 64, if you can see that. So we're going to take 64, which is our lightest color, and we're just going to put a light base layer down on here. Just all over, just really light pressure. Okay. around all this vine and everything. Again, we'll just do that. Okay. All right, so now that we have that down, which you may not even be able to see on camera because it's so light, we're gonna take the darkest color, which is our number 24, and we're gonna go along this edge here, and we're definitely gonna concentrate it anywhere where the artist has drawn extra line work. But I'm gonna put that down there along the edge and then kind of fade that out. Just kind of like that. And we'll do that down here as well, in between all this fine work. And at the base down here, and then fade up. Like that. And around this door frame, because there is some extra line work there, which would indicate that there's a little bit of a shadow. And from there we want to fade out. Like that. And along this edge. And again do the same. Oops, ran over the line, but that's okay. I'll clean that up in a bit. And then along up here, where it meets the roof. And from there we fade down. Okay. Very light, barely touching the page here. Just like that. All right. So next we will go in with 117. We'll go over what we've laid down already. Fade that out. Okay. Along here. I'm not worried about these circles just yet. I'll clean that up and go over them later. But I'm just trying to extend this color around. It's gonna look a little messy for a little bit, but that's okay. We'll smooth it out. And I did go completely over one of the leaves here, so see if I can lift that up. Alright. Pulling around it. Just like that. Alright, so now we're going to take our number 64 and go over everything. And fill in everything where there's a gap, where there's any white space. We're going to fill all that in and smooth everything out. Trying to find my brush. Don't see it at the moment. Oh well. Okay. Don't be like me. Don't brush away your crumbs at home with your hand. You really should use a brush. I'm not sure what I've done with mine at the moment. So I really love these pencils. They're so soft and creamy. Very nice to work with. Just about got that done now. Just gonna go over this just a little more. Smooth it out even more. All right, there we go. Here's the base of our house. And I think we're going to use these colors up here as well on the swings. And then we'll color the tops here. So we will take our, no, we won't. We'll take our 64 and we'll do a light base layer like we did on the house part. First, just blocking this color. Okay. All right. And now we'll take our 24. We'll go along the edges. We'll add some extra lines in there to give it that wood texture. Okay. There we go. And then we'll come along this one and do a little shading here. Okay. Then we'll take 117. We'll go over all of that. And extend that out. Lastly, our 64. We'll go over everything, blend it together. Like that. But I'm gonna take my 24, which is the darkest color, and go back in and deepen up these shadows just a little. And the line work. Okay. Same here. Just like that. Okay. And then for the tops of the swings, I think we're gonna do some pinks. But first, let's do the sign up here. Time Traveler's Tea Room sign. Let me sharpen this pencil real fast. And then do that. This is number 64. We're gonna lay down a light base layer across this whole sign. Just really light. You may not even be able to see it on camera, but we're just gonna lay that all the way around. Okay. Then we're gonna take our number 24, which is our darkest color, and we're gonna go along these edges here. And on the bottom. And then we're gonna add some more of this in where all this line, extra line work is. And then we're gonna extend these across. Extend that just real lightly. Just kind of like that. And some lines. Okay, and we'll go over top of all of that with 117. I'm gonna go over it, extend it. Okay, lastly, we will go over everything with 64. And give me just one moment and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My son needed me for just a moment. But alright, we are going to continue filling this in with 64, which is our lightest color. And we're going to go all the way across. And go over everything we've laid down. Blend all these colors together. And just kind of go back and forth across the sign. Don't want to get rid of the texture, but we do want to fill it in and get rid of the white spot. So we'll go back and forth. And we can always go in with our deeper colors and add the shadowing back in and the shading. Just like that. Our darkest color was our number 24. Go back over some of this line work here. Add some of that deeper color down there so that deepens that up a little. And I'm extending these lines out even further than what the artist drew in a little. Just try to make it look like it is boards. There we go. Just like that. So we will, since we are using these colors, we'll come down here and we'll do these, the tables and the benches down here. I might zoom you in just a little more for that because that is pretty small. So let's see here. All right, we're gonna take our 64, go over all of it, just like that. Go around the little teacups and the teapot, which is looks like an acorn, by the way, which is really cute. So cute. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll go in with our 24, which is our darkest color, and we'll add some detail and some shading. I'll follow these lines the artist drew. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Focusing this on where there's more line work. Okay, then we'll go over that with 117. Yes, 117. And just kind of lay this in some different places. Okay, just like that. The neighbors have some music going, so I apologize if you can hear that at the moment. I'm taking 64 now and going over everything. Hopefully you can't hear it, and if you can, it's not very distracting or annoying. Alright, there we go. There's our table, and we'll do the benches the exact same way as the table, but I'm not going to bore you to death by making you watch me do that also. So we will move on. We'll pick another element on the page to do, and I think we'll come up here and we'll do the tops of these swings. I think that's what we'll do next. So let me just pick the colors here. Let's see, I want pinks. So let's see. I think we'll do 107, 111, and 11. 107, 111, and 11. Okay. Alright, I've got those out. So So we're gonna take 11. And we'll just do a light base layer again with it, which is our lightest color, just very lightly, barely touching the page. Put this color down. And we'll do the same on this other one over here. And now 111, we'll go along where these petals overlap each other and where they meet the center. Okay. Okay, and now we'll take our number 7. No, my bad. Wait a minute. I did that completely backwards, did I not? I did. Okay, 107 is what we should have used there. So I'll just take a little bit of this along that edge. It's okay. We'll fix it. Along the very edge where they overlap, use a little bit of this 107. You can always add more if we have to after we add our lightest color in. So it's okay. And then we'll take number 11 and go over everything and blend that in. Alright, so there's that. So we'll take okay, I'm sorry about that. My battery decided it was dying on my phone. So, but this is where we got, and we'll do this next one real quick just because of the technical difficulties. And here in about 5 more minutes, we will start the giveaway. So everybody get ready for that. Apologize, I made my sweatshirt clothes on me. There we go. Alright, so we're going to take 107. So we did a light base layer of our lightest color, which was 11. Now we're going to take our darkest color, which is 107. We're going to go along where these petals overlap. And anywhere the artist has added extra line work. And right in here. And we're going to lay this color down. And where it meets the stem, or the center. And we'll fade it out. Okay. Just like that. Okay, and then we'll take our next color, which is 111. We'll go over top of that and extend it out a little. And lastly, we'll go over everything with number 11. Blend everything together. And again, like I said earlier, you can always go back in after you've done this with your darkest color if you feel the need to add in your add your shadows back in. Darken them up. Deepen them. So that is always something that can be done. Alright, so there is that. And now we'll get some greens and we'll get started on some other things. And let's see, we got about a minute and a half, and then we're gonna do our giveaway. Just grabbing me some greens out. Four. So, I'm going to sharpen these really fast. There's two of them. And we'll get going. Okay. So, we have 94, 81, and 45, if you can see that. Alright, so I'm going to take 45, and I'm going to start up here on this little bush, and I'm just going to do a light base layer with the 45. Okay, and it is time to start our giveaway. So if you are in the live chat, please watch for me to type go, 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 because I will be in live chat. Once I have typed go, 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 pick a number between 1 through 100, type that into the chat. The winner will be the first person to type the number, the closest number, without going over. And just please remember that once I have typed go, 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 please, there will no more chatting until the giveaway is over, to give everybody a chance to get their numbers in and to keep it easier for the mods to distinguish who the winner is once the number has been drawn. And if you win, if you are the winner, you will get to pick your choice of a PDF from the Mystical Lands of Killswitch, Mystical Lands of Yushana, and Mystical Lands of Clenodra. Probably pronounced those wrong, and I apologize if I did. But you will get to pick between books 1 through 3 of those 3 books, those 3 series. And you will need to email Renee from My Coloring Corner with Renee, and I will be putting her email address in the live chat. And you'll need to tell her whose channel you were watching when you won, and which book it is that you would like to receive. So everybody get ready, and I will be typing in go, go, go now. Anyone who is lurking, please make sure to come back and add your number in. We would like to have as many people participating in the giveaway as possible. And I will give everybody about 5 minutes to get their number in before we do the drawing. I'm taking number 94, which is our darkest color, and I'm just going around all this line work here. Alright, and then number 81 over top of that, and blend it out. And lastly, we'll take our lightest color, which is number 45, and go over everything. Blend all that together. Okay, and that's how I'm going to do pretty much all the greenery on the page. So I'm going to go ahead, since we're doing the giveaway, I'm going to go ahead and go up here and do these same colors. Just please remember, no chatting during the giveaway. Make sure you put your number in. And I want to wish everyone good luck. Okay. Oops, I'm not going to pencil across the desk. Okay. And next I'll do this other one. Okay. There we go. There's that one. A lot of this finer detail, like these vines up here and whatnot, I'll probably end up doing later with a glitter gel pen or something. Something like that. So. And come down here to these leaves. Let's see how much time we got left. Okay, everybody, we got about 1 minute left until we're going to do the drawing. So lurkers, please, please, please get your numbers in the chat. All right. Let's see. About 30 seconds and I'm going to do the drawing. write stop, stop, stop. I will be entering stop, stop, stop into the chat. Okay, and I'm going to be, my future self is going to be doing the drawing now with the random number generator, and I just want to say congratulations to the winner. Congratulations. Please email Renee from My Coloring Corner with Renee at the email address provided in the chat box, and let her know that you were watching my channel at the time when you won and which book that you would like to receive. And thank you all for entering the giveaway. Alright, so what do we want to do next, guys? Not sure. Okay, we'll come down here and do this leaf hammock, and we'll just use the same colors for it that we've been using. And just color this in real lightly. Just go over all of that. Okay. We'll take our darkest, which is 94. Go along this edge. Fan it out, feather it out. And then any of these extra lines here, we can go over that with this color as well. Okay, and then we'll go along this edge. Okay. Ooh. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, bring this up just a little from here. Okay. Now we're going to go over all of that with the number 81. And then we'll go over top of everything with number 45. Right. Excuse me. Whew. So all the rest of the greenery will be done pretty much in the same manner. The tree will be done basically the same as this table with the same colors, and so will the fence, the wooden fence at the bottom. So let's see, what do we want to do now? Let's see. I think I'm gonna pause and I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something to work on the grass with. Give me just a moment. All right, I'm back and I have pulled the grass green from the King Art 48 set gel sticks, and I have my medium-sized stencil brush. I'm just going to apply this to the brush, and we're just going to base all this grass with this grass green. And we'll come in later with our gel, with our colored pencils, and we'll go over it and add some detail, some shading. So for now, we're just going to base this to get a little more color down on this page. Okay. Probably add some browns in here too at some point for some of it. But we'll see. The colored pencil goes over top of gel pen very, very, very well, very nicely, easily. So, just gonna keep adding this in wherever grass is supposed to be. Go around Mr. Snail. Okay. Gonna go around everything where there's grass. I think that's about it for now. I think so. I see part of this leaf hammock that we missed though. Or, well, I missed. So I'll probably go back and fill that in. And do this up here. This is grass. There we go. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this as well. Yeah, it'll be okay. All right. Alrighty. So let's get our number 94. And I don't know if you even can see it, but this little bitty here, I'll zoom in a little more. This little bitty piece of stalk here I missed, or a piece of stem. I'm just gonna go over that and fill it in. There we go, just like that. Okay. So I need to get some other colors here for some other parts. I think that the roof, since it's shaped very similarly to these flower tops on the swings, I think we may do that in the pink as well. And then we'll do some silvers or grays on the chimney part. And the flower lantern's gonna be pink. And we'll do these as lights, probably with something glittery. Okay. So let me grab my pinks. Number 11 is our lightest color. So we'll just do a light base layer again for all of this with number 11. I think this bit here we're going to make green, so the same green as the stems. Alright, so we'll take number 107 and go along the edge, anywhere where anything is sitting on top. And we'll also go over any of the extra line work with this color. Just like that. Okay. Now it'll be 111. And lastly, our number 11 again, over everything with a medium to heavy pressure. Like that. And we'll do the rest of it the same way. I'll do one more piece and then I'll probably pause and do the rest off camera and come back so we can keep going. Okay. Next is 111. Just go over everything, blend it out. And just leave a little room for our last color, which is 11. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to pause, finish the other two sections, and I'll be right back. Tea room here. And now we're gonna move on and do some of these other little flowers and things. And I have chosen some purples for that. And the colors that I picked are $15, $99, $112, and $12. Okay, so we're gonna do some of these right up in here. I'll just do a couple of them and I'll do the rest off camera so we can keep moving and get a little more done. So we're just gonna put the 15 down and fade it down towards the bottom like that. And then we'll add number 99. So we're doing a little more. We'll go over top of it with the 99 and fade that down. Just like that. And then we'll go over all of it with the 112. Just like that. And then we're gonna take our number 32, which is our white, and we're gonna blend that all together, which it will lighten it up a little, but that's okay. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the same color combination for these flowers in here. And this flower here, and the flowers down in the very bottom corner. So, I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna go around that center, fade out a little. That was with the darkest one, which was 15, and now 99. We'll go over that. These are really tiny. And then 112 over the rest of it. And then we'll go over all of that with the number 32, which is the white. Just like that. And that's how we'll do those. And these at the bottom we will probably do the same way as well as that one. We're going to take our number 15 where it meets the center of the petal and then fade it out towards the bottom. Just like that. And then number 99. Go over it. Number 112. And then number 32, which is the white. Okay. I need to pick my greens for the grass real quick. Let's see here. Okay. Let me see, what colors am I already using? We'll use 94, 81, and 45. Okay, so I think for the grass, I'll use 78, 48, 43. throw a little 45 in there as well. For our last combination. Okay. This is going to be more of like a moss green type combination. Small section to start on here. 78, 43, 48. Nope, it should be 48 and then 43. Okay, let it go. Alright, so we're gonna go right in here, in this little tiny section with our 78. Trying to get as much of this done today for you guys as I can. Just gonna put a little bit of this down and blend it out. Okay. We'll go over top of that with 48. And then with 43, just really, really lightly. And then we'll add some 45 on top of that. Just like that. And that's how we'll do all of the grass. So we'll do a little bit more over here. Make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Zoom back out a little. Okay. We'll get the top of this. I think I'm gonna do to match this. I'll either do that or I'll do the purple combination. I haven't fully decided yet. But for the stones, we will do those in grays. And so we will use 27, 97, and 96. Okay. I'm gonna take the darkest color. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna take the lightest color, which is 96 first, and just do a light base over all of it. Now for our water jug that's sitting there. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna take number 27, which is our darkest color. We'll go kind of around the edges and blend it inward. Let me zoom you back in because I don't think you're seeing much here. So just like that. Okay. And then we'll go over that with 97. And lastly, over all of it with 96. And blend it together. Just like that. And then we'll take our darkest color, which is 27, and we'll go around the outside edges again, just to deepen those up. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Okay, I got about, I think, somewhere around 10 to 15 more minutes before I'll need to call it a day today. So let's see, what do we want to do next for our last few minutes? I think, let's zoom you out a little. I think I might get some watercolor paint to paint this chimney with some silver metallic watercolor paint. Let's see. See if I can find, yep, right there. Right here. Okay. All right. Let's see, where's my water brush and my towel? And I think I'm going to use this color here. Set that to the side while it activates. And then we'll get started. Let's see. All right, let's see if we can get this moving. So we don't have a whole lot of time left. And this palette is the Giorgione 100 set watercolor palette. And I really like this palette. I like the colors in it. And it has a lot of glitter and metallic colors. So it's very, very nice. So going to paint this part, and the parts that I'm leaving white right now, I'll come back in with the deeper, darker shade that's almost a black, so it'll kind of give us that little definition there, a little bit of difference. Gotta have my sparkle on my page somewhere. So, yeah. And a little of this in here. Yeah, we'll see if the other one is activated now. Should be. Okay, and we'll just do this little bit. Oh, got a little too much water on my brush for the moment. Get a little bit more. There we go. That's a little better. We can always do another layer. We just need to make sure if we do decide to do another layer that we let it fully dry before we do. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do this little part here with that. There we go. So there's our chimney. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. Probably put stickles on those. Alright, I'm going to zoom out to see, hopefully see that shine that has. Okay. Let's see if we have time for anything else here. What do I think we could do here real quick? Maybe we could do the mushrooms at the base of the tree. Let's see. What colors do we want to do those? We could do Alright, we can use these. I'm going to quick sharpen. Okay. Alright, so zoom you back in real quickly. Try to knock out one of these mushrooms so you can see how I'm going to do those. So I'm going to use 9. It's my darkest color. And I'm going to go in at the base. And I'm going to fade up. And I'm going to try my best to avoid these circles because I am going to color those white. But if I go over them, it's not that bad. Not that big a deal. You can always cover them up with some Posca when I'm done. So next will be number 108. I'm going to go over that red that I already laid down and blend up. And just save room for our last color at the top. Which is 91. And we'll start there and work our way down. And we'll go over everything we've laid down. And we'll blend all those colors together nicely and seamlessly. And there we go. And there's our mushroom. The top of the mushroom. And for the base, I normally do the base of my mushrooms in grays. So I think I'm not going to use the darkest from what we did before, but I'm going to use the number 7 and, number 97 and number 96, excuse me, that we used before on the stones. And so I'm going to take 97 and go along where the top meets the stalk, and then along the sides, just a little like that, and then go over everything with the 96. Fill it in, and everything just like that. There we go. And that's how I'll do the rest of the mushrooms when I'm off camera. Let's see. I think we're about to the end of our time for today. So I think that's where we'll leave it. Let me zoom back out. It doesn't feel like we've done a whole lot, but once I get all the pencil laid down, that will pretty much be the majority of the page right there. So we actually have done more than it seems like we have done. But all right, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. Please do watch the rest of the Mysticallandsinmay videos. Coming up tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have Color and Craft with Shani Blue. At 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, we have Appetite for Coloring, and at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have, of course, my Coloring Corner with Renee. So please do tune into those live streams, and yeah, until next time, stay safe and happy coloring. Bye guys.